the talent that I think Caleb Williams has. It has everything to do with the ups and downs of well, this is only like his rookie year with Ben Johnson. I think there's going to be ups and downs, but also look at that division. Every other team that he's playing in that division is a legit playoff team. Yeah. So I'm going to say not shocked. I would say shocked for this year, but maybe next year.
What do you think, Jeff? Dominique said earlier he wouldn't be totally stunned if the Bears kind of catch a little fire here. How about you?
Totally stunned.
You would.
They did totally. Yeah. This is a learn the process year for Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams. And there are pieces and parts that still need to be improved for the entirety of the roster of the Chicago Bears to help them be better. And he will continue to learn the game, which, again, I agree with Kmart. It'll set him up for next year. They're not playing the Cowboys week in and week out, y'all. They're not giving up all these explosive plays on the back end. Like, it's going to be more.
I'm surprised that you guys are focused on the offense for what might keep them out of the playoffs. I think if they don't make it, it's not. I think the offense is on track. I expect that to continue to get better. The issues on defense and the style of defense that they want to play, I don't think they have the personnel to support.
Yeah,
that's the more
agree.
part.
Agree with that.
And I made a stupid comment earlier when I said that division isn't what we thought it was going to be. I couldn't be more wrong. The Lions are ridiculously good. The Packers stubbed their toe, but they're ridiculously good. Minnesota, without their starting quarterback, just won a game 100-6.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Ravens. I didn't know.
I over there with Dominique.
Players messed up, Greeny.
Yeah, messed up. Come on, Greeny, get your game right.
I had a moment of just absolutely not knowing
North
what
Carolina
I was talking
comment
about.
that.
Not my best moment. The Carolina thing was Nate's fault.
Sorry, I
All
apologize.
right, let's go back to Kmart.
Come on.
Kimberly, would you be shocked if the Lions make the Super Bowl this year?
Kidding? Not shocked. Listen, they're loaded. And this is a team where their window is still open. They got the quarterback. Even if it's a new configured line, the line has played well. They've got the defensive pieces, Aiden Hutchinson, who can stop him right now. So I think they definitely could win a Super Bowl.
You know who agrees with you? ESPN Analytics.
Wow.
Give me B14, Cindy.
Really?
The Detroit Lions are now the favorite to win the NFC, according to our analytics, with a 20% chance.
Wow.
By the way, the highest probability of making the Super Bowl in the entire league is the Bills. So Bills-Lions is the likeliest Super Bowl. That was my preseason. Just thought I'd say that out loud.
What did
That
I
would be
think?
such a cute Super Bowl.
Lions, Bills.
Both of those teams really deserve a championship at some point.
That would be lit. I mean, that would
That would be lit. That would be lit.
It would be lit. I mean, don't you think those fan bases can take over Santa Clara or San Francisco or wherever it is?
Where's the off button? Where's the off button on this thing?
Talk to me about Lions. Are they the best team in the NFC?
No, I don't think they're the best team. I will say this, the part that I'm most excited about seeing is the way their defense, they had a hard time creating pressure. I understand the injuries last year, but even before that, they had a hard time creating pressure. They got after the Ravens last week, and they did some interesting things defensively. Do they continue to do that to create rush? That's what I'm excited about seeing.
Your answer is no because of the Eagles? Just to be clear, like
correct.
That's the team. Go ahead, John.
I like when Jeff started talking about their defense. What really impressed me was this was a team that did what they did. They were a man coverage all the time team. What they did against the Ravens last week showed the ability to be functional in zone defense and adaptive. Like, that's the part that I'm looking forward to. It's going to give fits to some of these other.
That's right. And what is that? Shepard? It was his third game, and
he was warming up the first two games.
He got right, and then
Hutchinson
was nasty.
is unblockable. That team, that defense continues to get better under Shepard. I think that they'll be really good.
Lit.
Okay, that would be a lit. I don't know why everyone is so surprised by that. That's a word that has definitely worked its way into the general population. Okay,
Just like it felt awkward.
One more. One more. Kmart, would you be shocked
dying.
now that the Giants have gone to Jaxson Dart?
Yeah.
Would you be shocked if the Cleveland Browns are the next team to go away from the aging veteran and go to one of the rookies?
Okay, I need some nuance with this one. I would say not shocked, especially if Joe Flacco and this offense continue to sort of scuffle along, because now we're looking at this defense again like the Browns have a playoff caliber defense, and it's the offense holding them back. I think if Joe Flacco and the offense doesn't get right soon, and we've seen the Giants make the change, if Jaxson Dart plays well, I think in that market between the fans and the media, Kevin Stefanski will have to answer the question of, you got two capable backups on the bench. Can you turn to them? And he's going to have to answer the why are we sticking with Flacco if the offense continues to.
To remind everyone, they have two rookies. They have Dylan Gabriel and they have Shedeur Sanders there. What do you think?
No, I don't think Flacco's better than both of them, and so it gives them the best chance to win. The problem for me is this goes back to the Deshaun Watson thing. Like they have doomed their offense, and that's the problem. It's hard to overcome that specifically at that position, and so. If you're trying to rookie or a young kid and he's trying to come in and do this, does it give you a spark? Maybe, but they don't even know what they don't know yet, and the confusion on that side of the ball can get increasingly difficult. Flacco gives them the best chance, and unfortunately, it has not looked good yet.
What do you think, Nate?
I mean, I'd be stunned if they moved on from Joe Flacco because it doesn't feel like the players know they're in practice. We would be hearing if it felt like they thought that those guys were ready. Maybe the fan base might have want to mix something up at some point, but they're coming off of a win. And Joe Flacco hasn't been perfect, but I understand that the players support Joe Flacco in that locker room right now.
And they really should be 2-1. They miss a field goal against Cincy. Like they should be 2-1. Right. Unfortunately, they don't get that done. But
but that's because of their defense. Their defense
absolutely
kept them in all these games. The Ravens game got away from them a little bit late. But the Browns have scored 16, 17, and 13 points in their 3 games.
It has just been the continuous thing in Cleveland where the offense, going back to the Deshaun Watson decision, that offense has held them back
for sure
for several years.
That's a fact.
Well, you make a mistake like they made on Deshaun Watson, giving up everything they gave up, and now at this point, more significantly, all the money they have tied up in it.
That's right.
That's a mistake that is going to devastate your franchise. The question is, can they do better than what they have? Would these rookies make it better?
Russell Wilson.
Myles Garrett could play quarterback? He's so good. He's obviously.
What about Russ? We put Russ over there.
He's going to talk crazy. It's going to be great. This season for the Cowboys, I think, a few months ago, looked like it was going to be bad, but there's very few, I think, teams that are as disappointed as the Cowboys right now, except for maybe the Tar Heels in North Carolina.
Oh,
wow.
That one.
I just said they're disappointed.
Dang.
I just said they were disappointed.
And you're not incorrect.
That was
and with that, we go to our
shots. There've been some shots fired today.
Our favorite North Carolina Tar Heel is Jeff Saturday. We got a sneaky good game in the NFC, Jeff. What's your first impression of Eagles-Bucks?
Can Baker Mayfield move the ball with all the injuries? No Mike Evans. Obviously, Godwin's not back yet. And offensive line, they've had a bunch of injuries as well. So can he move the ball? The Bucks have won the last 2 games they played against the Eagles. And Baker Mayfield, they've done incredible things to win these last 3 games, always on the last drive. But can they figure a way out against this Eagles defense and maybe a more prolific Eagles offense?
What do you think?
Emeka Egbuka's stepping up as a receiver. I think they're fine offensively, but this is a big test for the Bucks, who've had a lot of really good wins early in the season against not great teams.
It's a great. So I understand that the rookie, is that because of Mike Evans, though? You think with Mike Evans off the field, can he be?
Yeah, that's a fair point.
That's what I always wondered.
When he got injured, Mike Evans got injured in that game. Egbuka was out there by himself making one-hand catches.
He balling.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Snatch out of the air for sure.
Emeka Egbuka is so good.
So
I keep
good.
reminding everyone of this. Ohio State has had so many great receivers. He had the biggest numbers. He is the all-time leading receiver in Ohio State history. All right, Nick, you get the last one as well. One of the really good games. Look, Ravens-Chiefs, one of them is going to be 1-3 by the time we go to sleep on Sunday night. What's your first impression?
There's explosive plays from the Chiefs. If they're going to find a way to create some of those against the Ravens, I think it's going to be hard to score otherwise, and I think the Ravens won't have as much trouble scoring as the Chiefs will. They're going to have to find some ways to make these drives successful but shorter, because I think the more time they're on the field, the more difficulty they're going to have.
So I'm looking at the Ravens defensively. The pass rush, can you get after Patrick? They're missing Matabike, they're missing Jair Alexander, they're missing Kyle Van Noy against the Lions. To me, the lack of a pass rush when you're going against a team that has offensive line issues, that the Ravens should be able to win in the trenches.
All right, we'll keep an eye on all these games, and then one you wouldn't have thought was the most interesting game of the weekend, Giants-Chargers, all of a sudden becomes very different because the Giants, as you've by now no doubt heard, are benching Russell Wilson and going with the rookie, Jaxson Dart, whose first start will come at home against the Chargers and a ferocious defense. And I'll tell you, our friend Joe Fortenbaugh, our betting expert, texted me as soon as this announcement was made and sent me all these numbers on Jim Harbaugh as a head coach in the NFL against rookie quarterbacks. And here they are. Harbaugh 8-2 against rookies, 4-0 with the Chargers, 7-3 against the spread in those games. Right now, ESPN Bet has the Chargers favored by 6.5. Joe says, give the points. What does our crew say? Let's start with Kmart again, for those of you just joining us here. there's a lot of skepticism that I've certainly heard from fans and others, even people sitting here, about why the Giants are doing this. What is your sense of why they're making this move right this minute?
So in the building, it felt like we couldn't continue with Russ. Outside in NFL circles, other people are looking at this and saying this is clearly a head coach who feels like this is his last play. He's got no other plays, and he's been on the hot seat. I want to take us back prior to yesterday's decision, back to August, when, what I was told about Jaxson Dart. He is everything we thought he would be. Guys gravitate to him. We think he can handle the big moments. The big lights won't be too bright for him. But the sense I got at the time was, hopefully we won't need him right away, because that means Russell is doing well, the offense looks fine, and we can sort of rest him. Obviously, we can sit the rookie. Obviously, the plan has changed, and I think the skepticism comes in where, what was the plan for development of a rookie quarterback? Because that should maintain throughout anything that's going on. And obviously, they're going to speed up the timeline with Jaxson Dart.
Does it feel, like it came out as saying, it feels on the outside like the last act of a desperate coach? Is that what it feels
100%.
like?
100%.
Yes.
Yeah, this is total desperation, right? This is, let's grasp at anything we can. Russell, he struggled in the red zone, so it makes it an easy transition out of him. But Daboll's had, he's had Jones, he's had Russell. Now he's going to, go to his third quarterback that's now supposedly his guy. And all he's really hoping, they're not going to win a bunch of games. Like, I hate to be a wet blanket to the Giants fan, but let's say they win 6 games. Or then he can go back and go, hey, look, Scadaboo's playing good, Neighbors is playing good. We got this young quarterback. The future is bright. Reconsider, for all of us that we can keep this thing together. But the issue is that has to happen. And so when you're throwing him in, this game is going to be a tough one for me. If you're Brian Daboll, you're thinking 2 things. How do I protect him so I don't got to go back to another guy? And how can I get Neighbors the ball a lot? And that's the bottom line.
So,
where on the play that nobody even gave a thought to him potentially getting the run. Didn't take him long to see he was going to be able to clearly pick up that first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. And he's got another one. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the second half. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Extra point up and good from Moody. And the 49ers are back to within 7. It's 28-21. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Hardman now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
It's easy to make your quarterback look good when you can just get open as easily as he has in this game so far. I mean, he had the big first half, remember, but here in the second half, he just continues to add to these numbers here in the 3rd quarter.
They put Kelsey in motion. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. Open man downfield. It's Rice. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Automatic first down.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get about 5. Off the play fake, Here's Mahomes. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case